Guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video from My Falon Figures. In this video today, we have my WWE Royal Rumble predictions in this video today. But before we do get into predictions, on Friday, I will be putting out my WWE Figure Royal Rumble match. So yeah, that's going to be on Friday. That's going to be sick. Make sure to not miss it. It's not going to be stop motion. It's just going to be with my hands on Friday. A Royal Rumble match with 30 men, obviously, like the Royal Rumble, but yeah. Right, now we're going to get into the predictions. Right, guys, I'm starting off for the first match. It is Becky Lynch versus Doudrop for the Raw Women's Championship. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to this match at all. Quite boring. Not interested in this match at all because everybody knows that Becky Lynch is just going to retain her Raw Women's Championship. Next match, we got Miz and Maurice versus Edge and Beth Phoenix, the Grit couple versus the It couple. Yeah, basically the feud for this match is just being Miz and Maurice. Basically, we're like doing stuff to Edge at day one. Then they had the match day one. Like before day one on the Raw, they were just doing stuff. It's all been about like Maurice and Miz, like the kind of like their wedding and stuff like that. Like basically their marriage, just kind of been about couples really this feud, and then it's been about Beth Phoenix and Edge. But yeah, I think Beth Phoenix and Edge are gonna win this match, and if they don't, well then the only way they're gonna continue this feud is if Maurice and Miz win. But I think they're just gonna end this feud here. I think that they're gonna do that, and I'm gonna go with the Great Couple winning, Edge and Beth Phoenix. Now getting into the Women's Royal Rumble match, yeah, 2019, it might have been at WrestleMania, or maybe it was 2020 WrestleMania. I think it was 2019, yeah. So the next thing, I think the final people in the match are going to be Bayley, Alexa Bliss, Bianca Belair, and Liv Morgan. And yeah, I think that's pretty much going to be the final people in the match. I want probably Alexa Bliss or Liv Morgan to win. On either one of them, they win. I'm okay with that. They could give it to Bianca Belair again for the second time in a row, hoping that they don't go for that, but they could. But I'm gonna predict that. Alright, guys, I'm gonna predict Bayley is gonna win the match. I think that she's gonna return. Maybe I'd say about around 25. I think that's when all the returns are. But I'm gonna go with Bayley to win this match. Now we're gonna get into Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. Alright, guys, getting into the next match. It is for the WWE Universal Championship. It is Seth freaking Rollins taking on Roman Reigns. The build for this match has been pretty good on SmackDown. I've been liking the build. They had a match, Roman Reigns, or not, the Usos versus Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens. If the Usos win, then the... Alright, so they had a match on SmackDown. If Seth loses, then he is no longer in the match. And then if Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens won, the Usos were barred from ringside, and if the Usos won, then Seth just didn't get his match at Rumble. So what happened was on that Roman Reigns just caused a disqualification, and then the Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens won, and now the Usos are barred from ringside, showing that Roman Reigns is not afraid of Seth Rollins. So basically, one of the stories they've also been going with for this match is that Roman Reigns has never beat Seth Rollins in title matches, or I'm not sure in normal matches, but basically Seth Rollins has beat Roman Reigns in title matches. But I think that Roman Reigns is going to win this one. I think it's kind of obvious that they're going to go for, Roman Reigns has never beat Seth, but he's going to beat him now because, he's the whole Tribal Chief thing, and he's just way more of a bigger deal now. So I think they're going to go with Roman beats Seth. Should be a good match. I'd say it would be one of the best I'd say it'd be like the best match of the night other than the Royal Rumble match. I think it'll be better than Bobby versus Brock. I think that one will be good, but I feel like this will be like a better wrestling match. Just, yeah, because the other one would be more of a heavyweight fight. This one will just kind of be a bit more of a kind of technical wrestling match. So basically then, I'm going to go Roman to win, to retain his title. I don't think they're going to let Seth win the title. I don't think they're going to go for that. I think they're going to go for, all about Brock Lesnar pretending that he doesn't know who Bobby Lashley is. It's been pretty good. They had a weigh-in, which was pretty funny. Yeah, I think this feud has been good. I liked what they've done with it. Yeah, the feud has been good. I've been liking the feud. One thing that we didn't get to see, which I'm actually disappointed in, was a Paul Heyman and an MVP promo. How sick would have that been? And they never even done that. I don't know how you miss out on that opportunity when this was like a dream feud, and then they have the best managers. I think they're like the only managers they're in WWE today. They're both great on the mic, and you don't even have a promo with them. It's just, I think that's something they definitely missed out on this feud. Because Brock wasn't on Raw one week. Yeah, I don't know how the hell they missed out on doing that. That was crazy. The feud has been good. I think the match will be a really good match. I'd say it'd be middle show. It's like I think this one's a bit 50-50. I think Bobby has a good chance of winning. Brock has a good chance of winning. But I'm going to go for Brock for the win. I think that they're going to make Brock Lesnar win it here. And I don't think that they're going to give Bobby the title yet. Well, again, because they literally just had him as the champ. And I think that Zet's going to beat Brock for the title. Probably at Elimination Chamber. And yeah, I think Zet's going to win the title off Brock with a little bit of help from Kevin. Then we're going to get into the final match, which is the WWE Royal Rumble men's match. Right, guys, getting into the WWE Royal Rumble match for the men's. I cannot wait for this one. It will be a really good match. I think it has to be better than last year's. Last year's was still good, but it was not as good as what it could have been. Some of the returns were ridiculous, like Kane and Hurricane. What the hell was that? I hope we don't see Hurricane or Kane in it. That is just a waste, in my opinion. Do not put them in it. First of all, we're going to talk about possible returns. Somebody I don't have a figure of who would be a great person to return is Shane McMahon. He hasn't done anything for a while, but I definitely think that's a good return. So Shane McMahon, I definitely would love to see him returning because I really like Shane McMahon. Another person I don't have a figure of, another person I'd love to see return. A lot of people would not like this return because a lot of people don't like the guy, would be the Great Khali. The reason I want him to return is it would be pretty cool. Imagine this, right? Omos and the Great Khali in the ring. You cannot tell me that would be sick. That would be so cool. What a moment in wrestling. That would go down in history, that moment. That would be so cool. So basically, yeah, another reason I want him in the room was because he's very funny. It'd be hilarious. The guy is pretty funny. And yeah, I think it'd just be pretty cool. He could chuck some people out of the ring. Then you could have the Almost. And then maybe he could eliminate Almost, or Almost could eliminate him. I'd probably make Almost eliminate him. Almost, he's going to dominate the Royal Rumble. He's going to eliminate a lot of people. Hope he doesn't win it. I do like Almost, but that would be ridiculous. I don't think they're going to make him win it. But yeah, he should do pretty good in the Royal Rumble. Then the last person who I'm going to talk... Oh, no, not the last person, but another person who possibly could return, which also people don't really like the guy. And people would probably be angry at it. I don't want him to win it, but I'd love to see him in it and just get eliminations. Would be Goldberg. I think Goldberg would be a good person to return. But yeah, that is somebody who I'd like to see return. And then the two people that people are talking about to return is The Fiend, Bray Wyatt. He was like one of my favorites in the company. They released him. I don't know why they did. It was so stupid. I know about all that. But yeah, it's not like impossible, but it's not. It's like it's not impossible, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Unfortunately, I would love to see The Fiend return. Of course, I would. But I don't think he's going to return, unfortunately. I don't think it's going to happen. But yeah, it'd be an absolute sick moment if it happened. I'm sure all the lights would turn out, and then I would presume it was The Fiend. I think that would come to my mind first thing. But yeah, then the next person who could return is Braun Strowman. Let me just get the figure of him where it is. I don't know where the other Braun figure I had was, but I'll just use this one because it is Braun figure. Another person who could return, I think Braun's wrestling on Impact right now. Yeah, he's on Ring of Honor. Sorry, I don't watch Impact or Ring of Honor, so I just mix them up. But yeah, he's been wrestling. I think he don't even know if he wrestled, but he done something there. I don't know. Really not sure what he's doing. But yeah, he's definitely a possible return. I could definitely see him returning more than The Fiend. Well, obviously, same thing about The Fiend. Was one of my favorites. The best big guy in WWE. Current, day. Yeah, I'd love to see Braun return, but I unfortunately don't think he's going to return. Now we got to get into the possible people that could win it. Starting off with the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. Obviously, he's my favorite wrestler. I'd love to see him win it, but unfortunately, I just don't think that he's going to win it. He could win it. It's a good year for him to win it, but I unfortunately don't think that WWE are going to make him win it. But if he retires and doesn't win a Rumble match, that's ridiculous. So if he doesn't win it this year, make him win it next year, WWE. Come on. Next person that could win it is the United States champion, Damian Priest. He doesn't have the most chance of winning it, but he has a good chance to win it. I would not make him win it because I'd just make him continue with the US title run. And then at WrestleMania, I think Austin Theory should beat him for the title. Then another person who could win it is Seth freaking Rollins. He's won one in the past. In 2019. He's a possible winner for the Royal Rumble match, but I don't think they're going to give it to him either, but it's definitely a possibility. Another winner that could win it is Drew McIntyre, who won it in 2020. Great winner when he won it. what a moment it was. Very good Royal Rumble. It was way better than last year's. But yeah, he's a possible winner. But unfortunately, I do not think he's gonna win it either. I don't want him to win it, but I wouldn't be mad at that or anything. I wouldn't be like mad at it. But also, I think he has an injury, so I don't think he's gonna win it. Next person who could win it is Bobby Lashley, who I also don't think is gonna win it. Definitely the same thing about Bobby Lashley has a chance. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna give it to Bobby Lashley either. Then the final three people who I think have probably the three favorites and probably the three people who have the most chances of winning are Big E, Roman Reigns, and Brock Lesnar. For Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, if they have the titles, they are not winning the Royal Rumble match. That's just not going to happen. If Roman has the title, which I think is going to happen, which I said in the prediction video, if he loses to Zet, it's obvious that he's winning the Rumble, but I don't think he's losing to Zet. Then Brock is more of a possibility than Roman. Brock or Big E, I'm going to go with Big E to win this one. I think that Brock is definitely a possible winner. But yeah, I'm going to go for Big E for the win, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Enjoy the Royal Rumble on Saturday. Yeah, Big E is who I want. I'm not sure if he's definitely going to win it, but I want Big E to win it. Hopefully he does. Thank you a lot for watching this video, guys. Enjoy the Royal Rumble on Saturday. Thanks a lot for watching. My Phenomenal Figures out.